Morning.
Hiya.
3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I bothered going to bed.
Well, why didn't you ring me?
But what would you have done?
Well, I could have come in earlier and you could have had a lie-in. In fact, there's no reason why you should be stood there now. Why don't you get back upstairs and back to bed for an hour or two?
Because I'm beyond being tired.
Well, I thought you were just
Oh, I don't know what I am.
You're in a bad mood.
Morning, Lisa.
Morning.
Thought you'd ease to apologise for last night.
Thank you.
Look, I won't blame you if you didn't ever want to babysit again. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well done. I thought you were very restrained.
So did I.
Thanks, Ron. You know, we were thinking about taking somebody on part-time.
Thinking about it, yes.
Well, why not Alma? She's desperate to find something to do, and I mean, we couldn't find anybody more qualified, could we? In fact, she would be perfect for taking over full-time when one of us wants to go on holiday.
Yeah, a big step down for her, though, wouldn't it? From owning the place to coming in part-time.
Well, I don't think she'd mind. Anyway, she could always say no.
How much would you want paying?
Same as we used to pay you. Anyway, let me ask her first, see if she's interested.
I don't think she would be. I mean, why should she want a job like this when she's got a husband to keep her?
Not everybody likes to be kept by their husbands. Anyway, you could have said that about her when she worked here before.
Well, I often did, but only to myself. It weren't for me to question how my employer chose to behave. What are you doing?
Just going to mention the possibility, find out what she says. Oh, it's engaged.
Yeah, that is great. And Weatherfield Police have got it? Yeah, I'll get on to it straight away. Thank you very much. Cheers. Do you know who that was? The manager of that nightclub I went to, the one Ashley said he was in, where I had the brilliant idea of looking at the security video.
You told me.
Yeah, I know I told you. Also told you it was no good because they only kept the tapes for a month and they recorded over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just remembered. The manager. There was a fight that night and the police took that particular video. So that means it has not been recorded over. Hello?
Hi, Mike, it's Gail.
Oh, yeah.
Is Alma there?
Yes, she is. Hang on a minute. Now listen, don't be all morning, will you? I want to get on to Frankie so she can chase the police about seeing this video.
Who is it?
Gail.
Oh. Hello, Gail.
Hi. Listen, I was just talking to Roy about taking someone on part-time, you know, like he used to do with us.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, say no if you're not interested. I mean, I won't mind. It's just, well, I wanted to ask you first. Would you like to do it?
Oh.
Look, tell her your phone back.
I've only said about 3 words.
This is important. There's a young man in prison.
I'm sorry, Gail, but my husband is telling me I have to ring off.
Yeah, for very good reason.
But yeah, I am interested. I'm interested in anything that'll get me out of here.
Right, listen, I'll talk to Roy and then I'll talk to you later, all right?
Yeah, definitely. Only I better go now because his life is so much more important than mine.
For very good reason.
Well, she's definitely interested.
Well, I'm surprised.
I'm not.
Anyway, there you go. Okay, bye-bye. I had a bombshell yesterday. Alec goes down to Southampton to see the company chairman. I get a phone call saying they're sacking him. And will I take over as manager of this place?
No.
Don't say anything to anybody, will you?
I won't breathe a word. What did you say to them?
Well, I said I was going to need time to think about it. I mean, I don't want to feel as if I'm taking advantage of the rotten trick they're playing on him.
Well, no.
Morning. Morning, Emily.
Morning. Anyway, I'll let you get on. I just called in for some brochures.
Oh, well, take your pick. We've plenty of them.
Well, I've got what I want, thank you. Yes, bye.
Bye, love.
Bye. Can't imagine Emily on holiday, can you? Swanning about in a bikini doing the birdish song.
How was Southampton?
Oh, it was fine, thanks, yes. Had a very interesting lunch with the chairman. Mind you, it didn't come for free. Wanted to pick my brains on how to keep the organisation afloat, so to speak.
Was anything said about this place?
Only what a wonderful job we're doing and how they're desperate for me to carry on. I said, well, I'm not a young man. I thought I'd sit back, take life a bit easier, but no, he wasn't having any of that. No, practically on his knees, begging me to stop on. Anyway, I'll make a start. I wouldn't mind a coffee if there's one going.
There will be.
At 64. And next time, don't keep your mate out till all hours. At least not while I'm babysitting.
It was only 1 o'clock,
You what?
wasn't it?
It was gone 3 with my watch.
3? Oh, well, yeah, maybe it was. Anyway, look, I'm sorry. I'll make sure I get him in early next time. See you.
Bye.
No, I can't decide whether I like that young man. It's very brash.
Fiona says, can I keep these on the account, please?
We certainly can, love, yes.
Do you know whether anyone can go to the magistrate's court?
I think so.
Yes. Why? Who do you fancy watching?
Well, Ashley's up this morning. He was arrested last night.
What, for that fire business?
Yeah. So I thought I'd better go and just show him I'm there to support him.
Good for you. I don't think you'll have any problem getting in, love.
Right, I better get off in case I miss him.
Right.
All right, thanks.
Ta-da, love. Poor Ashley.
Yeah, still, they wouldn't have charged him without a reason, Rita. Perhaps he really is guilty.
Never. Though after listening to his mate trying to cover up for him, I'm beginning to think Kevin has a case to answer.
It's nothing to do with Kevin, Rita. It's Ashley that's up in court.
Is it?
You know, you really must be short of sleep. Your mind's not working.
Oh, you're all right. You don't want me to bring your sandwich back?
Alec,
What?
they rang me yesterday. Sunliners. Asked me if I wanted your job.
Did they? Didn't even trust me to tell you myself.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's not even mine this time. Just thanks for all you've done, but we don't want you anymore, so clear off.
When, though? I mean, how long before you're supposed to go?
2 weeks. I would have told you, you know. I was just, working my way around to it. Of course there'll be a golden handshake to soften the blow.
Really?
Well, a few quid. Keep me in fags for a month, that's about it. Hey, come on, don't look so sad. I've survived worse, this is nought.
I didn't know what to say when they asked me if I wanted to take over.
A simple yes would be my recommendation.
But then I'd be benefiting from what they're doing to you.
Somebody's got to. Rather it were you than some southerner. Come on. If I've taught you nothing else, surely that it's if somebody close to you meets with misfortune, always take full advantage.
So what time did you get in last night, then?
Not long after you, so what?
1?
Yeah, about 1-ish. Look, I want to make a phone call, so I'm going home. I'll see you in the garage in about 10 minutes, all right?
Okay.
Right, hello.
Bye.
I'll get these. I've done naught else of any use this morning. Large one for him and me, and whatever these young ladies will have, Samantha, if you would.
Oh, right, I'll have a white wine and soda, please.
Well, I'll just have the same. Right, all right.
Well, as some say, the butchering is cruel, but I'll not have it. Not after this morning, I say I'll not have it. Locking the poor lad away as if he were a menace to society. What did they think he were going to do? Murder us all in us beds?
Who's this?
Ashley, Brennan's passing the buck, saying it was him that burnt down my factory.
Yeah, which you didn't do.
I don't think he did either.
Oh, but he has been charged.
He was in front of the magistrates this morning.
And then they locked him away until Crown Court were ready for him. Wouldn't treat a dog like it.
Right.
Cheers, Sammy. Another 2 pints, please. And I promise I'll try and behave myself.
Oh, I feel awful about that, Jim.
Hey, he's always getting in trouble in pubs. Fighting and that, especially over women.
Hey, that's some pain I hate to him.
See you in a minute.
Right, well, I'm paying for these, all right?
No, you certainly will not. Look, I'll buy my own drink, same as anyone else would.
What are you doing tonight?
Nothing to write home about.
Well, how about you coming round for a meal? It won't be much, you probably won't even like it, but at least it'll make me feel better.
Yeah?
So the police have got a video that might show that Ashley was in the club all the time?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me this?
I've only just found out myself, haven't I?
Question is, will they show it to you?
Well, I've got my lawyer working on it, and she seems to think that they will. Hopefully sometime today.
Will you let me know if there's aught I can do, won't you, Michael?
Yeah, of course I will.
I've got to get the little devil out of there somehow.
But what if... Right, what if we see the video and Ashley's not on it? Because they don't always show everywhere, do they? I mean, you can't always make out who everyone is on them as it is.
True. But that's all we got.
Well, you jammy swine. How did you manage to pull that off?
I didn't manage anyone, Willie. She's just invited me. And anyway, it's none of your business, so you behave yourself.
There we are, Jim. 210 change.
Thanks, Samantha.
Well, well, well. You must have done something right for once in your life to get an offer like that.
Willie, it's not an offer, all right? It's an invitation to a meal from a wee girl who lives just down the road from me. That's all it is, all right?
Of course it is. And I suppose you'll be hoping that Curly Watts will be there to chaperone as well, eh?
Well, actually, he's not going to be there. She did mention that, you know.
So you don't know yet when you're coming home? I'm not blaming her, Sal. I know it's not your mum's fault she's poorly. It's just I never imagined it going on for so long, that's all. I do go out. I went out last night. Look, it was all right, yeah. I just can't stop thinking about you, Sal, wishing you was here.
Now he's at home. Said he had to make a phone call.
Right. I'll surprise him then, shall I? Didn't know my eyes still gone 10.
You all right? Look, what happened last night is... It's not what I had planned or anything.
No.
And to be honest, I'd give anything for it not to have done.
I see.
Look, I've got a wife and kids. I don't want to get involved in anything like this.
Hang on a minute. I feel like I'm being accused of seducing you.
Well?
Oh, I am then?
Look, it's what you was after. You made that clear enough.
Yeah, like you're now making it quite clear what you're after.
Well, I hope I am, yeah. I hope I am.
Not one for letting a girl down lightly, are you, Kevin?
Look, I've been drinking. We both had.
OK, and now you're sober. I get the message. Well, don't worry, because I won't be coming anywhere near you again.
Roy thinks you won't want to do it because you've got a husband to support you.
Oh, is that what they're meant to be for?
Apparently.
I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. Anyway, look, I've got to go. Just, you know, ring me if you want me.
Yeah, first thing next week.
So it's definite then?
Yeah. Well, I haven't told him yet.
No, it couldn't come soon enough for me. I'm going mad at home. Bye-bye, Roy. Thank you for the tea.
You're welcome.
Bye, Alma.
I'm not sure, Gail. I wonder whether Alma would be right.
Well, how can she not be? She's been running this place for years. She knows it better than I do.
We're not looking for somebody to run it. We're looking for somebody to do the menial work.
It's all menial work. Anyway, I've told her now. We can't go saying we've changed our minds.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was any danger of a haircut.
Oh, I think we can just about manage that. Now, would you like your hair cut by me or my beautiful assistant Maxine?
Oh, no. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll let you be the judge of that, shall I?
Yeah, well, we won't disturb her, shall we not, eh? Do you want to take a seat?
Aye, certainly.
Right, so what's all this in aid of then? Some special event?
Well, you could say that, Fee. I haven't been invited out to dinner this evening.
Oh!
Jim, do you know anything about prisons?
Oh, great. Great.
Well, he does, doesn't he?
Max, you are supposed to ask questions like, have you booked any holidays yet? Or, are you ready for Christmas?
Yeah, normally, but I'm not interested in that.
Well, I don't mind telling you, yes, I have been a guest of Her Majesty, this is true.
What's it like?
It's dead boring most of the time, why?
They won't beat him up, will they?
Beat him up, who?
Ashley.
Ashley?
Yeah, he's on remand for burning down Mike Baldwin's factory.
You're joking?
Which he didn't do, but Don Brennan said he did.
Well, hold your horses at the minute here. Is there nobody doing anything about getting that wee lad out of there?
Well, yeah, Mike Baldwin.
Michael Baldwin? Well, he's in a lot worse trouble than you thought he was, then.
You do know there's about 4 hours worth on there.
That's okay.
Presumably we can fast forward it.
Do what you like as far as I'm concerned.
So that's the club, is it? Yeah, he said he was there.
Well, I'll leave you to it. If you want anything, give the desk sergeant a shout.
Sergeant Neil, thank you for your cooperation. There's no reason why they couldn't let us take it away. It's just being bloody minded.
Well, I think you did a great job making him let us see it at all.
Well, sometimes you've got to be as bloody minded as they are.
Yeah, but I couldn't be like that. I'm too soft.
How was he dressed? Have you asked him?
Yeah, he couldn't remember.
Well, listen, I brought this wine, Sammy. I don't know whether it's the right stuff, you know.
Do you fancy a beer?
Yeah, well, why not? We'll have a bit. Whatever you're having yourself, Sam, that's great for me.
Now, hope you're not expecting too much, Jim. Just a standard spag bowl and a bit of salad.
Sounds dead on. Better than cheese on toast by myself in front of the telly, anyway.
Why isn't Auntie there?
Andy? Oh, well, I'm afraid that's a different story altogether. Thanks very much. No. Sometimes I hear the odd wee noise, you know what I mean? Coming through the door, going up the stairs. I think maybe that's him, you know. Mind you, I couldn't blame him. Sure, who'd want to sit downstairs with an old fella like me, eh?
Oh, come on.
No, fair play to him. I mean, no more than I wanted to sit downstairs talking to my parents all night, you know.
Why? How old are you?
Well, actually, I'm 41 and a half, Samantha.
Oh, well, that's not old, is it? I mean, you've still got time to marry again and have some more kids.
Ooh, well, I get divorced again? No. Well, I suppose I'd have to think long and hard before I went down that road again, anyway.
Ah, you're saying that now, Jim, but one day you'll meet the right woman and bingo. And I'm not meaning me, of course. Don't take that as a proposal or anything.
Oh, God, no, I wouldn't take it that way, Samantha. Honestly, I wasn't taking it that way at all.
Sounds like you'd have turned me down anyway.
No,
Guess you
no,
would have
no.
if you had any sense. Now, if you're hungry, I think we'll sit down.
Much smaller operation this time. Hardly worth anyone's time bothering to burn it down.
Have you always been in business?
Yeah. I thought I'd be a millionaire by now. Hey, that's him. That's Ashley. The geezer at the bar by himself.
Yes.
That is him. It is definitely him.
So, where do you go when you go out then, Jim, eh?
Well, I think you probably know that, Samantha.
Turn right out your front door.
20 hours and I'm there at the Rovers, yes.
Exactly. And all you want is a pint of bits with your mates and a chat, right?
Right, yes.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, for a barmaid, the social life is sort of built into the job, you know. I mean, I do nothing but chat 8 hours a day and I have a drink whenever I want.
Yeah, I suppose you do, yes.
So when I shut that front door, all I want to do is collapse on my own.
So, you think you'll always be like that, Sammy, you know, wanting to be on your own?
I don't know. Well, I'm doing this job, yeah, I suppose I do. Yeah, but people don't understand that, you see, Jim. I mean, Vera's always saying, a nice girl like you can't want to sit at home every night by yourself. And I say, yeah, I do.
Well, OK, how's this? I promise I'll never say that to you.
Oh, I don't mean I'm some sort of hermit or anything like that, but... I mean, I get 8 hours a day of other people's company, and that's enough.
You're not denying that is Mr. Peacock there, at the bar.
You've obviously got better eyesight than me.
Oh, come on.
Sergeant, even I recognise him on my brief acquaintance, and Mr. Baldwin definitely identifies him.
Yep.
So, if necessary, I intend to have these pictures enhanced and delivered to the prosecutor's office. You can't continue to hold this young man when here is concrete evidence he was somewhere else the night Mr. Baldwin's factory was set alight.
Look, even if it is him.
There is no if.
Even if it is, I'm going to have to talk to my boss. Get him to come here and look at it.
Fine. Go ahead. We'll just wait here for you to go and get him.
No, Alec was very good about it. He said I'd be a fool not to accept their offer. So in the end I did.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Cheers. I did make one promise, though. If anybody asks, the story is he's retiring of his own accord.
Well, they certainly won't hear different from me.
Oh, yes. I mean, they had me down to Southampton, 5-star hotel job, then it was lunch with the chairman. Oh, what could they do to persuade me to stop on? But I stood my ground. I said, listen, I said, I've got the best years of my life still ahead of me. I intend to spend them for my benefit, not yours.
William?
Hey, Hope, what are you doing here? What happened to your dinner with the lovely Samantha?
What's happened is I've had it. Betty? Remember that bottle of wine you sold me, honey? Well, you wouldn't take it back for a few jars, would you?
OK.
You're a good girl.
Come on, then, what is this? What happened?
Well, I went round there and I gave her the bottle of wine. She put it on the side. Then when we'd finished dinner, she said, oh, my God, look, we've forgotten the wine. You'd better take it with you. That's what happened.
But how was she, otherwise, you know?
She was fine, William. Very friendly. She told me how she didn't want anyone else in her life at the moment, and she wouldn't let me do the washing up.
But why did she invite you around there in the first place, then?
For exactly what she said. Look, fair play to the wee girl, Willie. Eh? She invited me round there. She said, I'll cook you a meal, and that is exactly what she provided, and I was very grateful, so I was.
Yeah, well, can't say fairer than that, I suppose.
You're not going to hear me complaining.
They are. Straight now.
Straight? Oh, all right, all right.
Hey, be careful with that bottle, Betty. Who you sell it to. It's unlucky as that, you know.
Yes, young man.
Oh, pint of lager, please, Betty.
OK.
Hello, love.
Hello.
Is it going to be another late night tonight?
Oh, I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see how it turns out.
All I can say is you've more energy than me. Is Kevin going with you?
Kevin now is at home looking after his little girl, isn't he?
Of course he is, yes.
When you called at dinner time, I just wasn't expecting you. It took me by surprise.
I gathered.
And what made it worse was I've just been on the phone to Sally, so it's just all wrong.
But you didn't tell Sally.
no, I didn't tell her out.
OK. So can I say now what I was going to say when I came round?
Go on.
Just that last night was lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
What does that mean?
it means... Yeah, it was a great sort of night. And I never thought I'd experience with anyone.
Thanks.
It's true.
But even so, you don't want to see me again.
But what are you saying that for now?
Because that's what you said.
I've told you. You took me by surprise. Them things I said, I didn't mean them. Well, not the way they must have sounded, anyway.
So what do you mean, Kevin? I mean, if I was to come round to you again, what sort of reception would I get then?